everybody, welcome to TADTalk again. It's Friday, and that means it's also our Friday. We have the great weekend to look forward to. It's cool this weekend, Nick.
Yes, it is. What is it? 97.
No, that's
last time I
that's
checked.
at night. Overnight.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, 97 overnight.
I was talking about my internal body temperature.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hope it stays there. We've got a great show, as you can see from the screens behind me. We've got a fabulous show coming your way today. It's going to be great, but if you don't know this young lady on the screen behind me, check out this video.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and pop. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'll be in my drum. Chicks were born to give you fever. Be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, they give you fever. Well, I've tried and I've tried to keep them satisfied, but he just wouldn't stay. Memory, all alone in the moonlight. I can smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. What's new? Wayne has had it. I'm new. I want to say I'm just a little stuck on you. You'll be on me too. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. Don't send me no doctor. Fill me up with all of those pills. Got me a man named Dr. Feelgood. Yeah, that man takes care of all of my pains and my ills. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me. Days may be cloudy or sunny. We're in on the ride of the money. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting time after time. But this half pint in my
What a fantastic talent. She's with TAD Management. Welcome to the show, Carter Calvert. Yay!
Hi! Woohoo! Greetings from New York.
Oh, is that where you are?
Yes.
Nice.
Bum, ba-da-dum.
How close to the city are you?
I live in Westchester, so I'm a Midwestern girl, so I need a backyard. My husband's a drummer. He needs a basement, So we need some space. So
is
we're
that,
not,
is that Westchester, Pennsylvania, or Westchester, New York?
Westchester, New York, yeah.
Okay. My family
Yeah.
live in Westchester, Pennsylvania, which is why I said that. But I've never been to. Have you ever
Oh.
been to Westchester, New York?
I don't think so. Because you asked how long it would take her to get to the city. Even if you're in the city, it takes an hour to get there because of the traffic.
That's true. If there's no traffic, it's about 20 minutes.
Yes.
Well,
it's not too far.
hopefully you stayed safe. New York City
Yes.
got hammered first, but it seems like they've dealt with it the best.
Yeah, we really took it seriously, and we just shut everything down. And so we've been pretty lucky. Nobody super close to me has gotten this crazy thing, and my beagle's safe, my husband's safe, my daughter's safe. We're doing good. We're doing good.
Good.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
Well, we start off the show with random questions that turned out to be Nick Davies' random quick-fire questions.
Yes.
For you.
All right.
Awesome.
I'm ready.
Mostly hypothetical. So, number one for you. You've been cast as the main role in a jukebox musical about the life of a famous musician of your choosing. Who would
Okay.
be your dream role?
My dream role would be Patsy Cline. I've been a fan of hers since I was 7 years old when my dad joined the Tape of the Month Club. And I just love her music, and her life is so interesting. So that's who I would choose, definitely.
Nice. That's awesome. Who would you play?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably Billy Joel, I think. That'd be the one I'd want to do. A little bit crazy when I was younger, and then short, fat, and balding as I got older. Short, fat, balding, and taking the keys down. So I think that fits, right? Yeah, either that, or I mean, of course, I'd love to Victor Borger.
No, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, second question.
What about you? What about you, Nick?
Well, I would say Billy Joel.
I
Took
already-
it. So
I already had that.
I know. So that's a difficult one.
Does this person have to be passed away now, or?
No, because there's a jukebox musical about Frankie Valli, you know, and ABBA, and they're both still around. So I would say you took Billy Joel, so John Lennon.
Oh yes.
John Lennon, that would be cool.
Yes, I like it.
That would be good. I'd go see that show. I'd see that show.
Boom.
I can see it. Patsy, John, and Billy.
Patsy, John, and Billy.
There you go. I love it. Let's do it.
If we
you
did
know what? I don't
Patsy-
think there's any out there.
If we did Patsy, Billy, and John, we could just call it PB and J.
There you go.
So
I like it.
That'd be good. All
Dinner
right.
theater. I like where you're going with this.
All right, question number 2. A genie appears and gives you the ability to learn the full truth about one thing. What would you want to know?
Why do we have to have mosquitoes?
Oh, that's a great answer.
Right? What is the point?
Yeah.
There must be a point.
I mean, to make us not stay outside for too long, it's a horrible point. It's a very bad thing.
Yeah.
I just say if it's for birds, we'll just get them like some more, bird seed. Then we don't need mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think someone up there should stop mass producing them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
What do you think?
Definitely.
What?
Well, what would you want to know if a genie came out and said, hey, hey?
If a genie came out and said, hey, I'd want to know the name of the person who ate that bat in Wuhan. That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Oh.
There you go.
Couldn't help me at all. It's a bit late for that, but
Yeah, I mean, I think we would just,
I thought for sure you were going to say the truth about the JFK.
yeah, I'm obsessed with the JFK whole thing. So we're watching 11/22/63 right now with that guy who's
James
in it.
Franco.
James Franco,
Yeah.
and on Netflix.
Ooh.
On Hulu. Yeah, that's a good. Have you seen it?
fun.
Have you seen it, Carter?
No, but I love James Franco, so I'm like, I'm getting excited.
Well, it's not the same reason I'm watching it. Maybe that's why my wife's watching it with me. I don't know. But it's 11/22/63 is the name. 11.22.63, which is when the assassination happened. And James Franco goes back in time because of this closet he has to walk into. It sounds like a strange concept, but the first episode is 1:20, and I'm completely obsessed with it. I think it's a couple of years old, so.
Yeah. James
I'm
Franco
going to check it out.
Absolutely. James Franco goes back in time to try and stop the assassination of JFK. It's crazy. It's really good.
I love it.
Awesome.
Let's go there.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
And then number 3,
Yeah.
the Earth is, I love this question, the Earth is flooding, and you are tasked to follow the path of Noah and build an ark where you will house 2 of every animal. The problem is you build the ark a bit too small and you need to sacrifice a species. Which animal are you leaving behind?
I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I'm scared of birds.
Ooh.
So I might say birds. They scare me. And they love to use my head for their business. So yeah, I get a little scared when I'm around them.
See, you're
I
confused.
wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, you're confusing me now because in the last question you wanted to give them more bird seed. You were being nice.
Because I like mosquitoes less, and I already talked about mosquitoes.
Fair
So
enough.
I guess I figure, so I've gotten rid of their food source, let's get rid of them too.
So the question
Starting from the bottom up.
the question pretty much was you had to get rid of one animal, but there's so many different species of birds, so you're just going to have a bunch of room because you're just going to get rid of all of them, right?
How about just like pigeons?
Okay.
I'll let the rest of them stay.
Okay. Done. That's a good, I think that's a good give and take.
I think so, because if you got rid of all the birds, there'd be more room for mosquitoes, then you're really screwed.
Yeah.
So
If you got rid of all the birds,
then I've really.
if you got rid of all the birds, then in 100 years, people would look back at Alfred Hitchcock's movie and be like, "This is as fake as it comes." I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've already spent 5 minutes with Carter Calvert, and we know so much about her. She hates mosquitoes and pigeons and loves James Franco.
Yes. That's pretty much it. We're done. I mean, that's all you need to know, really.
Show's over. So let's find out a little bit more. You're an amazing performer. The videos, and very often with artists, you see videos, and they don't do them justice. And I kind of feel the same as you, because wherever we're able to put you out working, or wherever we see you out there performing, we can see that the reviews are just spectacular about you. But where did it start for you, Carter? When did you first start singing, and not as a hobby, but thought, hey, you know what, I could maybe have a living doing this?
You know, gosh, I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I remember my music teacher stopping the choir and asking me to sing a solo. And that was when I was in 4th grade. And I just loved singing. I was good at it. I sang in church. And in 6th grade, I started going to a performing arts high school, like Fame, the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm dating myself. But, and I just grew up doing theater and singing and performing. And so it's just from a very early age, it's kind of been the only thing I was really good at, you know.
That's
So,
great.
and then from there, you know, just moved to New York, did Cats, did this show called It Ain't Nothing But the Blues. That was my latest album that was up. That's Always Patsy Cline, that I get to do at least once a year with my good friend Sally Struthers. That's a review for our latest album, which I think you said you give something away. So I would love to give away our latest album.
Is that one we're looking at there? The It's a Man's World?
Yes. Yes, I've taken all songs made popular by men and just kind of put my own little spin on it. So,
cool.
Yeah, and it was arranged by Lawrence Hobgood, who's a Grammy Award-winning jazz pianist, and it was produced by Ulysses Owens Jr., who's won some Grammys.
Nice.
And it's just, I'm so proud of it. So
that's great. Can we show that on the screen again? I'd love to look at the cover of that. We at the end of the show, we will be playing. TAD Trivia, and when we do that, we'll be giving away a signed copy of this album, Carter Calvert, It's a Man's World, and it's actually also the cover behind Nick's head on that one right there throughout the show. You also can win $100 in TAD travel bucks. It's tadtrivia.com/Carter, CARTER. And I'm not going to tell you what the questions are. A little bit of surprise with the questions, but also we have a social wall that you can go on and post your favorite photographs of your favorite artists with Tad and even Carter, and everyone's doing the Carter stuff right now.
Yes.
We've got Carter. There's a picture of you and Sally actually on there. You can see.
Yep.
And that's and that's you getting ready for the show. So all you have to do is go on tadtrivia.com/TADTalk. And that will get you on the social wall, or simply tweet about us, and it'll be hashtag TADTalk. So tell us about Broadway. Nick and I are both performers. We both play piano, and we do, for want of a better term, concerts. We have a rocking band. It's cool. But I've never been on stage and done a play. Nick has played Jean Valjean in Les Miserables in a smaller production. But what's it like going on stage on Broadway? That feeling.
Oh my goodness! You know, I think it takes so much hard work to even get to the place where you can even audition to be on Broadway. You're honing your craft. You're doing small productions and then bigger productions. And then the show that I first did on Broadway was a show called It Ain't Nothing But the Blues that I had booked out of Los Angeles. I was working at Universal Studios, and I was a tour guide. And while I was there, I auditioned to be because it said, non-traditional casting, anybody could audition. And I auditioned to be in the show, the Blues Brothers show, playing the role of Aretha Franklin made famous in the Blues Brothers movie. And so I ended up getting cast as the first white Wanda in their Blues Brothers show. And from there, people started hearing about me, and I ended up getting cast in this show called It Ain't Nothing But the Blues. And we toured around. We did a lot of different theaters, and we did it at the New Victory in New York, and we got a rave review in the New York Times. And 2 weeks later, we were on Broadway at Lincoln Center. And so it was like magical, and I couldn't believe it. And then it was nominated for several Tony Awards, so that was really exciting.
Wow. A question just popped into my mind. If you on Broadway, same question for you actually. Broadway, West End, either one of them. If the phone could ring tomorrow morning and say, "Hey Carter," or "Hey Nick, we are putting this musical on Broadway, and we want you in the starring role," what show would you want that to be, Carter?
Funny Girl.
Funny Girl.
Funny Girl starring Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
I sing a little bit of Don't Rain on My Parade. I love that musical so much. So I think that would be, if we're dreaming, we're getting rid of birds and mosquitoes, then I would like to play Fanny Bryce.
Like it. What about you, Nick?
I'm going to break the rules and pick 4.
Oh, for God's sake.
I know, because I can't choose.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So, Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
I'd love to be Sweeney.
Okay.
Book of Mormon.
Okay.
I'd love to be Elder Price. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'd love to be Quasimodo. Which it never got to Broadway. It went to La Jolla Playhouse in California, and I saw it there on opening night, and I met Alan Menken, which was a dream of mine, and it was too dark for Broadway to accept it, so it never made it there, but they did release the cast album of it, and if you have not heard it, please go and check it out, because it's incredible.
Talking about Hunchback, right?
Hunchback of Notre Dame, yeah.
Fantastic.
Why? How is it too dark?
Well,
what made it too dark?
They killed off Esmeralda.
Oh,
at the
all right.
end.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
You just saved me $100.
Right? Believe me, it's still absolutely worth it if it ever comes back, which I hope it does. Alan Menken wrote so many new songs for it, and there's one called Made of Stone that's, in my opinion, the best song that's ever been written for a Broadway show. But anyway, that one, and then the fourth one was Back to the Future, the one that just opened on Manchester. I'd love to play Marty McFly. That would be incredible.
That would be so fun. I would go see that show for sure.
We saw it in February. Nick and I flew to Manchester to watch it. It was stunning, honestly. It's one of the best experiences I've had in the theater. Did not expect it to. I expected it to be pop culture. I expected Nick to love it because he's obsessed with it. But it was
You're
stunning.
a good dad.
It was stunning. It was stunning. But I have a question, and there's a method in my madness here. When you get into a role on Broadway, Carter, how much do you really embrace the character? Let's say you're in a role for 8 weeks or so. How much do you live it? Do you leave the theater and forget about it, or do you live that character the whole time?
I think what I do is I do a lot of research. Like, I was lucky enough to play Eva Perón in Evita, and so I researched it, and I watched all of, anything I could get my hands on about her, and I read about her, and I just really embrace like every part of it. But I think when I go home, I kind of try to tune it out, give my head a little rest. But usually when I'm knee deep in rehearsals, it's a constant loop when I go to bed. Just these songs are constantly, and I'm sure you guys are performers. When you're learning new music, it's hard to just turn off the brain. So
no,
I really, I don't go and yell at people. I mean, I yell at them anyway, but that has nothing to do with roles.
And that's what I hear that most actors do. But with Nick, he took on the role of Jean Valjean, and so he decided, well, I'm going to get you to just undo 4 or 5 buttons on that shirt because he was only young. He was only young.
I'm no James Franco.
He was only young, but
Yes.
we're going to put camera 3 over on Nick here, close up, because what he did here was instead of letting them paint the
8508.
Oh, that's my zip code, isn't it? What's the number? 24601. He decided to have it tattooed on his chest.
Oh my goodness, you really are serious. You win all the awards.
Yeah, that's so 24601 was.
That's right.
So he tattooed it. So
Well, I didn't tattoo it. I paid someone to tattoo it.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. So that's why he turned away from doing musicals and went to concert. No more tattoos on the character.
It could be like you could still be with the wizard. You know, you could have like a little something on the shoulder.
Yeah, absolutely. So don't forget, if you're going to play trivia with us after the end of the show, it's TADTalk. No, it's not. It's TADtrivia.com/Carter, or you can scan that QR code that's down there on the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
Go ahead and scan that and leave it on your smartphone or your tablet. As soon as this show's over, we'll be able to play 20 questions of trivia, and you can win a signed copy of It's a Man's World by Carter Calvert CD, and also $100 in TAD travel bucks. Let's talk about It's a Man's World. You say it's you singing the big men songs. Give us some examples on the album, Carter.
Oh, let's see. Well, I do "This Is a Man's World," that James Brown song. One of my favorite songs is by Bruce Springsteen. It's called "I'm on Fire," and I just kind of slow it down a little bit, and it's really sexy. Gosh, I should have taken a look at it. I haven't thought about it in a while, but there's so many, just so many. There's a song by the Beatles on there. There's just so much great stuff. I'm just drawing a blank.
That's cool.
I hope I win it so I can refresh my memory. There's so much great stuff on it.
Well, I'm going to try and play trivia after and win the album because I want to know what's on the album.
That'd be cool.
That's good
Yes, I hope you win it. I'm going to have my fingers crossed for you.
You know, I have a question as well, and sometimes we ask this on those random quickfire questions at the beginning, but I figured I'll just ask it as a regular question because it makes sense with this one. Obviously, a lot of movies are being made into musicals now, like Back to the Future. Ghost has been made into a musical. Shrek, Titanic, all of these have been made into musicals. Is there a movie out there that you think, that hasn't been made into a musical yet, that you think would be really good in a musical setting on stage?
Oh, wow. I think Peggy Sue Got Married would be really cute as a movie. I loved that movie. Gosh, you're really asking me some great questions. I mean, there's just, you could do Sex in the City, that could be fun, because that could be a real jukebox musical with all kinds of songs from all over. I always thought it would be cute to do. It's not a movie, but I thought, I guess it was later on, but I thought it would be cute to do an off-Broadway show of Charlie's Angels, and you could have stars from the 70s come on and be special guests. And then when they all go to Hawaii, you could have those big shirts that you get when you go to the shore in New Jersey, where it looks like there's bathing suits on. Yeah. I thought that would just be so cute to just do an off-Broadway show based on Charlie's Angels, and
that would be
you could have special guest stars.
Charlie's Angels, the musical. What about you?
For some reason, and this idea was put in my head the other day from a trivia we had, but I was thinking about it, and I think if it's done right, I think Shawshank Redemption could be really cool as a musical.
That's one of my favorite movies of all. I love that movie so much. I think that would be good. But talk about dark. That's kind of dark.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a little bit dark.
We wouldn't hire Alan Menken for the music, we tell you that much. But
no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what
Not
we
for
do.
that one.
The three of us here, we've got this musical talent, the three of us. And we've now decided that Shawshank Redemption is going to be a musical on Broadway. We now have to come up with, I don't know, half a dozen song titles for Shawshank Redemption, the musical. So I'll start with an easy one, okay?
You're going to take mine, I know you are.
Yeah. Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying.
That has like the get busy living or get busy dying. It already has the rhythm, you know.
You've already written half the show, as far as I'm concerned.
Go on, the title.
You're being obtuse.
You're being Okay.
I guess it's my turn. I would say something like cold beer makes a man feel like a man.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
when they're outside and they're having that cold beer that was negotiated. I just love that moment. It's like for 1 minute they're not people in jail. They just get one moment of just a luxury that we sort of take advantage and get to have all the time. I like that idea.
I like that. We've got 3 song titles. I've got one. I can't remember the exact word, but it would be something like "Swimming Through a River of Shit,"
which is also the name of my autobiography.
Swimming through a river of shit.
That's it. Boo, 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 boo.
I love how it's.
Is there a scat section? Or no?
Yeah, it's like a whole gospel section.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's all right.
I was gonna say crawling through poo, but you kind of took that one away from me now.
Swimming through a river, because it's got the swimming through a river of, so I think it'd be good. Go on. We've got 4 titles. Next title.
Oof,
I'm ready to workshop this. Let's just get her did.
Yeah.
We've got time now.
I think so.
Let's do it.
maybe from that I forget the character's name, but he talks to Andy Dufresne before he gets taken away from the prison. But I like women, but meet me in the shower. That could be a good name, I think.
I like that.
Yeah.
And just bear with me on this. Don't drop the soap.
Don't drop the soap.
And that's just a parody. Drop the soap. Don't drop the soap, baby. Drop the soap.
Drop the soap. Yeah, I like it.
Perfect.
I think we don't even need a choreographer. It's like,
It's taking care
all
of itself.
happening.
Especially not for that song.
And then the big sad ballad would be Brooks Was Here.
Aww.
And then everyone would cry because poor Brooks left and his bird flew away. And
see, now you just dampened this whole thing.
I know.
At least call it like hanging out or something.
So we are going to do this on TADTalk now. On every episode of TADTalk, we're going to write song titles for a musical that has not yet been written.
Done.
And we're going to vote
I
on
love
titles. I'm voting for Swimming Through a River of Shit for the lead song.
Hashtag TADTalk
I support that.
with the title that you would like to see us write. And we will, between the three of us, write the song and post it on the TAD management page next week.
We will.
I love it. I love it. This is good. But we're not giving points. We're not sharing the money on this with the others.
Oh, no.
We're keeping all of it.
Yes, we are.
Good.
Yeah. This is a fun show. We've talked very little about Carter Calvert and a lot about the kind of things we would change.
I know so much about her. I've been with Carter Calvert now. How many days in lockdown have we been? I'm pretty familiar with myself.
I do want to ask one thing, just because I've looked at the background in the room that you're in. I see a poster for Forbidden Broadway, which I'm familiar with, and it's hilarious. It's a bunch of parodies of really famous Broadway songs, and I've never seen it live, but I've always wanted to. Were you a part of that?
I did. I think there was one that happened last year, but I was in the one that was in New York right before that. So yeah, I've done it. I've done Forbidden Broadway. I've done Forbidden Vegas. My daughter's middle name is Ella Nevada Stanley because what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas. I did Forbidden Hollywood. I love the show. It's so fun. It's so smart.
Yeah,
Gerard Allison Trini writes all the lyrics, and they get really talented people to do it, and it's just so fun. And you just laugh and laugh.
Absolutely. So we're going to play trivia at the end of this game and win at the end of this show and win that album, that one right over there, and also the $100 in TAD travel books. But before we do, we have some random either-or questions for you. I don't even know. There's all these pages here. They're all filled with questions. I don't see them. Some of them are rather inappropriate, so I apologize in advance if that's the one I read. So,
Bring 'em.
the first one for you is, Carter, would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos for life?
I got to go with tacos. Unlimited tacos.
Tacos?
Yeah.
Do you like sushi?
I love sushi. So this is really hard. I mean, this is the hardest decision I've ever made in my whole life. But I just can't imagine a life without tacos. I just can't even.
Yeah, I love tacos. Fish tacos, Cabo San Lucas, fish tacos. I'm
Thank
already
you.
there.
Yum. Yes. Yes.
Here's one. Would you rather never be able to use a touchscreen again or never be able to use a keyboard and a mouse or touchpad?
Oh, would I rather? I don't have a mouse pad anymore, so I guess I'll go with I don't need a.
No, it's
The mouse pad.
So that touchscreen, it means basically you can't have a touchpad on your computer or you can't have a touchscreen on your phone and your iPad anymore.
Oh, okay. I have to have my phone, my touchscreen on my phone. So, whatever the thing that's not that.
Are you the same?
Oh yeah, I can't go back to a BlackBerry. That's that.
Listen, I'm old enough to have that heavy thing that it was like was a purse, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
and it cost like $1,000 a minute, you know.
Did you have one of them?
I did. I had one of the originals.
I had one of them. They were embarrassingly cool.
They were, because it was like, hey. Then people would be like, can I use your phone? And you're like, no, you can't use my phone. I'm not even allowed to use my phone. It's just for show. Just for show.
Absolutely. Let me see what else I've got here. I can't really ask this of a lady, but what the heck, I'm going to anyway. Would you rather give up bathing for a month or give
Okay.
up internet for a year?
I'd have to do the math. No, I'm kidding. I've not given up bathing for a month. I guess I'd have to give up bathing for a month. But this lockdown is we've definitely saved some money on showers. Like this is a gold letter day here. My husband was like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "She's clean. That's what's happening."
It's weird. This lockdown has done strange things. It's changed, as me at least. I mean, I don't think. I think before this, I would have been embarrassed for the mailman to see me in my underwear. But now unless I'm here, there's no pants. It's a rule now in the house. Just no pants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was out walking my dog, and my husband was jogging, and he jogs by me, and I go, Roger, I cannot believe you're out jogging in your pajamas. And he goes, I can't believe that you're out walking the dog in yours. We were both wearing our pajamas.
And you know, that's weird because that's one thing I've never ever heard my wife say is my husband was jogging. I've never heard her say that.
Well, my husband's never said that about me. And yeah, so we're even.
A couple of days ago, we had a musical director-wife team, Bob and Corey Sachs, both brilliant, and Bob's the MD. So let's learn about a little bit, before we go into our last question, about your hubby, who's also your musical director and drummer. Tell us a little bit about him. How did you meet, and how did he become your MD, or was it the other way around?
Oh, let's see. Well, we were friends for a really long time. And then we were working together, and we both got divorced, and we were friends. And then one day we were not friends. And then a few days after that, well, many days, he became my husband. And he's my musical director and drummer. And we travel around doing a show called 100 Years of Broadway. And we also do my Viva La Diva show together and my Patsy Cline, Always Patsy Cline, Walking After Midnight, my tribute to Always Patsy Cline. And then he also played the drums on Always Patsy Cline with Sally Struthers, which she calls him her boyfriend. So I guess that happened. But he's just handsome, and he's learning how to play the guitar. He's gotten really good at it. And he does all the dishes, and sometimes he makes the dinner, and he's just cute. And I can't believe this, but, like, we don't hate each other after all of this time together. So I think that's kind of amazing. I'm, like, ready to become a marriage counselor. I think I'm ready.
Absolutely. I just want to remind everybody about our social wall. You can tweet about TADTalk just by using the hashtag TADTalk. Tell you about your favorite artist. I'm looking on our wall here.
We've had so many people that have been part of TADTalk.
We got Scotty with a green mask on. That's one of our producers here.
There's Kenny Doggins again.
Kenny Doggins watching the show.
Kenny Doggins always watches. He's an avid viewer, and he never wins trivia.
Yeah, that's someone posting about Carter to your right.
Woohoo!
Boom.
Yeah, so you can put your photographs up there. It's pretty simple. You tweet TADTalk, hashtag TADTalk, or just go on tadtrivia.com/TADTalk, and you can post them. And please go on and post your favorite pictures of Carter Calvert or any other acts that are here with Tad. We have one more question for you, Carter. One we ask every guest here on TADTalk, and it goes like this. If you could spend the next 60 minutes with any two people, dead or alive, now this could be historical figures, celebrities, maybe family members that are no longer here, anybody, go to one place in the world, who would you like to spend the next 60 minutes with, the next hour with? Where would you like to go, and what are you going to talk about?
Okay, well, one of the people has to be my daddy because he passed away when I was 19,
Wow.
and I miss him every single day. Gosh, I think like Abraham Lincoln. Kind of got a little thing for him. Yeah.
It's the sideburns.
Maybe, maybe I could just have like two dinners. One for where Abe and I can just, enjoy each other, and then I can
And where are you going to go?
visit with my dad. Where are we going to go? Abe, what would Abe like? I got to think about what he likes. It might be fun to go out for sushi with Abraham Lincoln. My dad, I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, so I'd want to go to this place called Buzz's Steakhouse in Kailua with my dad.
Okay.
That's where I'd want to go. He was a commander in the Navy in Hawaii, in Kailua, so.
Nice.
I think that would be a good place to go, yeah.
For one horrible second there with Abe Lincoln, I thought you were going to say you were going to go to the theater.
Too soon.
Too soon. How many years is it?
Go to a restaurant. The person asks you, "Would you like a booth?" He's like, "No."
Somebody said once, had a joke that said, "Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how is the play?"
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe we're telling sick Abe Lincoln jokes on TADTalk. But what a great show. This has been great, Carter. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I've been just so excited to be here.
It's been great. It's been a great way to end the week. Enjoy the weekend, everybody.
Yes.
We're going to weekend off. I have no idea who's on TADTalk on Monday, so I'm not going to attempt to guess. But Carter, thanks so much for being on the show. Thank you, Nick, for being on the show again. Always funny. You see that album behind Nick? You can win a signed copy of that. It's called "It's a Man's World" by Carter Calvert. Win that and $100 in Tad travel bucks. Nick, just a bit higher, Nick. Can you go higher? There you go. You can scan that and play Tad Trivia with us. Thanks so much for joining us. It's been a great show today. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday with another edition of TADTalk. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.